with a fighter like Devin, he has an arsenal. I like to say a warehouse full of tools. You know what I mean? And we brought out the package that stops them from doing anything. We shut them down. As the perfect dance partner, the perfect opponent, the perfect adversary for anybody, your favorite fighter or your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. We're ready. It's Devin Haney versus everybody.
Hey, where the hell Debo at? Oh, that's where Devin? Where Debo at? So-called Debo. Where Devin at? Where Debo? You ain't see him? Hot man. Debo. Hey, Debo. Where the hell you at, man? What you doing? Where is Debo? We looking for you. We on the block. Debo got hit with a brick. Y'all already know how I'm coming. Yeah. Debo, where you at? He scared this brick.
But I am going to tell you, he is the baddest guy in boxing, period. He's pound for pound number one to me.
Bill Haney unleashed a fierce response after Keyshawn Davis issued his public challenge to Devin Haney, creating massive waves throughout the boxing community. In the aftermath of Davis's bold call-out, Bill Haney struck back hard, openly questioning whether Davis had truly earned his shot and suggesting the young fighter was more interested in generating buzz than proving himself through proper channels. The heated exchange revealed underlying tensions as Bill made it clear that any discussion about facing his son would need to follow the established protocols they had previously outlined.
Remember, you promised. You the promoter.
Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it. All right, just stand on it. So look, have like this.
The conflict between Team Haney and Keyshawn Davis reached new heights when Bill Haney made some eyebrow-raising statements that many considered over the line. In a heated moment, Bill seemed to dismiss certain fighters entirely, telling fans they shouldn't waste their money betting on them, a comment that immediately sparked controversy across social media platforms.
Is it me? Or is it every Hispanic or Latin fighter that Debo pulls up on starts to become a comedian? I mean, we started with Subriel Matias. I mean, he was on Jokey Joke comedian time. Teofimo Lopez, comedian. Rolly Romero, comedian. Ryan Garcia, comedian. And not Xander Zayas, Jokey Joke. I'm asking the Latino community that represents so much in this boxing, when did everything get so Jokey Joke? And how long you gonna stand for that? They say everything except let's fight.
Those inflammatory remarks spread like wildfire online, drawing sharp criticism from fans and media alike who felt Bill had crossed professional boundaries with his trash talk. Keyshawn Davis didn't hesitate to fire back, presenting himself as the fighter ready to silence all the talk by stepping into the ring with Devin Haney and proving his worth where it matters most.
So-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? He got hit with a brick. Debo about to get hit with a brick. Talk some Latins and Spanish people. Nah, don't pick on them. Pick on me. Keep picking on Craig, and you're going to figure out what's going to happen. You're going to get hit with a brick. And I ain't playing. You know I ain't playing. Hit with a brick. hit. Belt. So organic, so genuine. Pick on me. I want you to pick on me. Tell Debo come this way. What you talking about? You know what Craig did to him.
According to Keyshawn Davis, serious negotiations are already in motion, and he's confident that a showdown with Devin Haney will materialize by 2026. This timeline has set up what could be the marquee matchup that boxing enthusiasts have been early anticipating for months.
I was going to say, Devin said, let's do it. You know, I know he's dealing with some legal issues. I don't know what happened. He said he had to turn himself in, but I believe he tweeted like, Keyshawn, let's do it.
He said that?
Yeah, but he tweeted like something like that. Yeah.
Well, you know, Bill was in my DMs. We already was talking about it, honestly. before he even hit the media. So I know it's going to happen.
And you're good going straight to Devin in your first fight at 47?
If it make money, it makes sense.
The bad blood between Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney runs much deeper than recent exchanges, rooted in years of perceived disrespect and overlooked talent. Davis maintains that Haney never gave him proper recognition during their amateur days, consistently treating him as if he wasn't worthy of serious consideration or capable of posing any real danger in the ring.
Because Cud never with me.
On what tip?
Bro, it was like times where like, me, I was always around Shakur as an amateur and shit. So Shakur introduced me to Floyd, Devin Haney, all that type of shit. So there's a hell of times I'm around Devin Haney and we 24 fitness playing basketball, regular shit before niggas became celebrities type. Or just who we are today. And Nick just never even looked me in my eyes. Never showed me respect. Like, Shakur always like, yo, this nigga Keyshawn, this, that, third. He be like, for real? That nigga still a kid. And like, he just never gave me my respect.
He sons you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, big ass nigga, you know goddamn well, nigga, now I'm here, nigga. And everything Shakur been saying, nigga, I lived up to it and then some. What you talking about? And he's still like, his father used to, it's crazy because my beginning of my professional career, his father used to be like, oh, the businessman.
Tank Davis's trainer, Kenny Ellis, offered his professional assessment of this potential clash, acknowledging Keyshawn Davis's undeniable skills while expressing reservations about the timing of such a high-stakes matchup. Ellis emphasized that the core issue isn't about natural ability, but rather the significant gap in professional experience, noting that Haney's extensive championship-level rounds and overall ring time provide crucial advantages in elite-level boxing. His prediction favors Devin Haney winning by decision, through superior boxing fundamentals, citing Haney's higher output, seasoned approach, better ring generalship, and proven ability to win rounds consistently. Ellis also expressed doubt about Keyshawn's chances of scoring a knockout, attributing the expected outcome to Haney's superior ring intelligence and proven track record in grueling championship distance fights rather than any shortage of raw talent from Davis.
He has 33.
Yeah, I think he should get a couple more rounds in before he go at Devin Haney. But if he feel like he can take him, let him get at him. Let him get at him.
Are you looking at it more like that 12-round experience type deal?
Yeah.
Getting the rounds in?
Get some rounds in, Get some rounds in.
When you listen to and then, there's back and forth going with them too. Devin saying that, he would like to fight, the little brother before the big brother. What's your thoughts on that? I think there was a tweet saying that Shakur, I don't want to step on Devin Haney's toes. I'm going to let Keyshawn get Devin Haney. A lot of people had lots to say about it. They're saying that, listen, they're breaking down the rankings with two to three different people, friends type of deal, taking each other's work. Keyshawn wanted a Tio. Now, Shakur got Tio. But now, because I took that work, I want you to go get Devin Haney. He's saying Devin Haney might be a little bit too big for him. What's your thoughts on Keyshawn's call out and all this talk?
Let him give him what he wants. Let him go at Devin Haney.
Keyshawn Davis showed no restraint when breaking down his potential matchup with Devin Haney, launching direct attacks on Haney's power and questioning his ability to impose any real threat. Davis contended that despite Haney's transition from the lightweight division, he still lacks the kind of punching power that forces opponents to show genuine respect, arguing that Haney's game relies too heavily on technical precision, movement, and point scoring, rather than delivering fight-changing damage that could trouble a determined opponent like himself.
The question, I felt like that's what it was, but go ahead.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight anybody. So I'm going for the stars. And I know Devin Haney is the same fighter from when he was at 35. He's the same fighter when he was at 40. Now he's at 40. So he ain't nothing changed. But his weight, you know what I'm saying? I will knock Devin Haney out. Guaranteed. I just feel like, shouts out to Devin, though. You do your thing. Like, I have no problem against you, bro. But we talking business right now. I will knock Devin out for sure. For sure.
You don't think he's hitting a little harder at 47 than he was at 35 and 40 growing into that weight? That's a no.
It looked like it.
It looked like it.
It looked
to us, Keyshawn.
To me.
That's good.
Davis boldly declared that Haney's offensive output wouldn't concern him because he sees no legitimate knockout threat, claiming he could march forward aggressively and dictate the fight's tempo without hesitation. He further argued that Haney's performances at higher weight classes haven't demonstrated an ability to hurt naturally larger opponents, suggesting that the additional weight hasn't resulted in more powerful punches that could change fight dynamics. Based on this assessment, Davis believes his relentless pressure and superior physical strength would ultimately determine the winner, maintaining that Haney lacks consistent finishing ability in the higher divisions while positioning himself as a fighter capable of systematically breaking down opponents through sustained aggression and accumulated damage.
A bright enough star that he'd be willing to take, because, you know, as a businessman, risk reward. You think you bring enough to the table that he'd want to take the fight? He would take the fight?
Hopefully, bro. I hope he would take the fight. In terms of answering your question, a bright enough star, he's already entertaining me on Twitter and social media and stuff like that. So I guess he sees some money potential in this fight right here. But what I would like to do is I would like to become champion, because that just speaks for itself. Once I come to the champion with the table, you can't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know me. People know me. I can go to the UK and sell. Like, I can go anywhere and sell. My first main event, I sold 10,000 tickets. I sell, period. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's entertaining me, because I am a star. But when I come with that world title, whether I beat Dalton Smith or I go move up a weight and beat Lewis Crocker, once I come with them world titles, it's just a different story.
Yeah, I love the fight.
And I also...
The growing anticipation has fans repeatedly asking the same burning question about when Devin Haney will extend a legitimate offer to Keyshawn Davis. Currently, no official contract has been publicly confirmed or announced by either camp, leaving supporters in suspense about concrete developments. While Haney has recognized Davis as a viable opponent and suggested he's being considered among potential matchups, the actual timing seems dependent on various factors, including upcoming commitments, current rankings, and complex business negotiations, rather than any sense of immediate urgency. Boxing's notorious reputation for slow-moving negotiations stems from the intricate details that must be hammered out, including purse distributions, weight class agreements, and promotional partnerships that require extensive coordination between multiple parties. Davis continues applying public pressure for the fight while Haney appears to be maintaining flexibility with his options, so the widespread curiosity from supporters is completely understandable as they seek definitive answers, though the reality remains that serious discussions are still in preliminary stages rather than reaching official contract territory.
Keyshawn Davis keeps savagely calling out Devin the Dream Haney, and I gotta simply ask, bro, what off at? What off at? Devin Haney fans love that A-side, B-side. Well, A-side got to send the offer. Hey, bro, but Devin got a rematch clause with Cambosos. It don't matter. Send the offer and prove that he really got a rematch clause. Say, bro, Devin Haney already announced his fight with Regis Prograis. It don't matter, bro. Send the offer and prove that he really fighting Regis. Well, Devin Haney fans, Devin should be sending Keyshawn Davis an offer, right? All right? Let me know what y'all think. Smash like, sub up. I'll see y'all soon. Peace!
Keyshawn Davis has escalated his verbal campaign against Devin Haney to new levels, going as far as questioning Haney's toughness and suggesting he doesn't possess the reputation that fans have built around him. Following his public challenge and persistent demands for the fight to happen, Davis has intensified his rhetoric, claiming that Haney's celebrated skills will prove inadequate when they finally share the ring together. His criticisms have focused on Haney's alleged lack of genuine knockout power at higher weight classes and his failure to demonstrate physical dominance over larger opponents, with Davis's comments essentially challenging Haney's fundamental fighting spirit and mental fortitude.
He fought a guy with steroids and it changed his whole career. It changed how he talked. It changed everything. So us seeing Devin Haney doing all of this with a person that had 0.1 estrogen, and we all seen that Ryan Garcia was still in there getting tired. And it's like, bro, I'm sorry. There's no other word to put this. You're a bitch. Excuse my language. That's how I feel. You're soft. You do not take your L's. You a person that been given everything all your life, a daddy's boy, making sure you've been straight all your life, and now you took your first loss. I feel like you don't really not take it. Granted, I wasn't in there fighting Ryan Garcia, but you ask me how I feel. You just took it always as suing and all that extra. I feel like, bro, you soft, bro.
Keyshawn Davis delivered a statement-making performance with his commanding victory over Jameen Ortiz, showcasing exactly why he's considered one of boxing's brightest rising stars. Making his junior welterweight debut at the iconic Madison Square Garden, Davis methodically controlled the entire contest before delivering a 12th-round TKO that marked the first stoppage loss of Ortiz's professional career. His performance brilliantly combined tactical patience, relentless pressure, and devastating power, demonstrating how these elements worked in perfect harmony to allow him to dominate the fight and finish it exactly on his terms. This victory not only preserved Davis's perfect unbeaten record, but also established his credibility as a legitimate threat beyond the lightweight division, proving conclusively that his skill set and physical attributes translate seamlessly as he climbs the weight classes. Immediately following his impressive triumph, Davis wasted no opportunity to call out Devin Haney directly, making his intentions crystal clear about wanting that high-profile matchup as his next major challenge. With significant momentum building behind him and confidence at an all-time high, the potential Davis versus Haney showdown has become one of the most anticipated fights that boxing fans are discussing for 2025.
26. Keyshawn Davis goes out and dominates Ortiz, beats him pillar to post, and knocks him out in the 12th round. 11th round body shot put him down. 12th round body shot took him out. I was really impressed with Keyshawn that night. How about you?
Yeah, no, I was impressed because Ortiz was a handful. And I think that's the best I've seen Ortiz fight. We know that he's a championship spoiler, right? If you're not careful with guys like Ortiz, they can win quiet rounds, and next thing you know, you're in trouble in the later part of the rounds. This fight could have turned out that way, but Keyshawn never allowed Ortiz to play the spoiler, and he closed the show. If Keyshawn wouldn't have got that knockout in the end, then I probably would have picked apart that performance a little bit and been like, you know what, man, Keyshawn wasn't at his absolute best. He could have done this. He put it in another gear. It was a big moment, a big stage, but he closed the show, and he never let the spoiler play his role.
The welterweight division at 147 pounds represents where the biggest opportunities and highest stakes converge in modern boxing. Industry experts emphasize that championship belts carry less significance in today's boxing environment compared to star power, fighting styles, and the ability to generate fan excitement and engagement. Davis brings impressive Olympic credentials, razor-sharp technical skills, and suffocating pressure to any matchup, while Haney counters with exceptional technical mastery and proven experience at the championship level. When combined, these contrasting styles create a fascinating tactical puzzle that virtually guarantees explosive action and entertainment. Many observers describe the dynamic as Davis actively pursuing Haney while refusing to be deterred by any obstacles or challenges in his path. With Bill Haney strategically managing Devon's career decisions and Keyshawn displaying unwavering determination to prove his elite status, the promotional campaign and build-up alone could generate excitement rivaling any major unification contest. Industry insiders expect this fight to become one of boxing's most significant and defining moments by the summer of 2026.
Because, of course, the performances that Keyshawn Davis has is really more entertaining than the performance that Shakur Stevenson had. We was talking about Shakur Stevenson and Tank in the 135-pound division, but as Keyshawn kept emerging, he was already a conversation of Shakur, Keyshawn, and Davis, Keyshawn. Of course, we got Andy Cruz going to be facing Murataya on the 24th, but look like that fight is not gonna happen. The primary fight for Keyshawn Davis now, in my opinion, is Devin the Dream Haney at 147 because that's his plan. The primary fight for a Devin Haney, in all actuality, should be now a Keyshawn Davis. If Keyshawn Davis is willing to fight you and they call in and Devin Haney and Bill Haney, shout out to Bill Haney, he's done a wonderful job as a manager, is saying that they Debo, well, Keyshawn Davis is Craig and Keyshawn Davis is running towards Debo, right?
Bruce Carrington shared his analysis of Keyshawn Davis's spectacular 12th round stoppage victory over Jermaine Ortiz and the bold challenge that followed targeting Devon Haney. Carrington described the potential matchup as genuinely compelling, recognizing that while Haney holds clear advantages in professional experience, Keyshawn brings impressive physical strength, technical skill, and tactical versatility that could prove problematic. He praised Davis for performing at an elite level and achieving something special by stopping opponents who had never been stopped before, particularly noting the significance of defeating Jermaine Ortiz, a legitimate and dangerous competitor who had previously given elite-level fighters serious difficulties throughout their encounters. Carrington was particularly impressed by how fresh and composed Davis appeared even in the final round, showcasing exceptional conditioning, ring intelligence, and the mental toughness required to maintain focus and execution under intense pressure.
So Keyshawn Davis, you know, he stops Jermaine Ortiz in the 12th with a body shot, but then calls out Devin Haney You know, what's your thoughts on that? I was just listening to the Twitch. Actually, you posted up a Twitch of at what is it, Aiden Ross.
Aiden Ross,
He was
yeah.
talking. He was talking about you. He was like, "Yo, who's that dude from New York?" He was nice
Yeah,
with it.
yeah, that
Chico
was
was like,
cool.
"Yo, shoo."
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Big shout out to Aiden Ross. Hopefully we could,
But in that
probably get
same
some work from
live,
there.
he said, you know, that the Keyshawn Davis and Haney seems like it's going to be put together. I mean, what's your thoughts
hmm
on that?
That's a really good fight. I do feel like Keyshawn has a great chance at, doing well in that fight. I think that Devin has the experience on his side, but Keyshawn has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and he's looking strong. He's looking really strong his last few fights. And like he made a point, I think, in his post fight interview, like a lot of people not giving him credit for his last few wins. Like he's been stopping guys that's never been stopped.
Carrington also examined the physical dynamics of the potential matchup, acknowledging Devon's natural size advantages while pointing out that Keyshawn is far from being a small fighter himself, particularly as he continues moving up through the weight divisions. He characterized the bout as an evenly matched contest, describing it as a genuine 50-50 proposition when comparing their respective experience levels and technical abilities.
Like Jermaine Ortiz is a legit fighter.
Contender.
Legit. And he's never been stopped, and Keyshawn did that. You know what I mean? And looked fresh in the 12th round too. Like, he had total control of that whole fight against a guy that's given Teofimo trouble, Lomachenko trouble. That just shows you the level that Keyshawn is on. So
Right.
I don't think that him fighting Devin is a reach whatsoever. Like that's gonna be a solid fight.
Who you have winning that fight?
I genuinely don't know. I do think that Devin is a naturally bigger guy, but Keyshawn's not that small though. I ain't gonna front. Like Keyshawn, even though he's going up in weight, he's not that small. I think that's a tough fight. I ain't gonna lie.
Carrington believes Davis possesses a more diverse arsenal of skills and underestimated abilities that haven't been fully displayed yet, which could make their potential encounter highly competitive and difficult to predict. His overall assessment reflected genuine respect for both fighters, while specifically highlighting that Davis has demonstrated the necessary talent and tactical tools to create an exciting and unpredictable showdown.
People might, go to Devin and go his route because, they're more familiar with Devin. And, he's as big as he is as a fighter, but that's a 50-50 fight in terms of experience and who got the deeper bag. I think naturally Keyshawn had the deeper bag, though.
The ultimate question remains whether Keyshawn Davis truly possesses the skills, experience, and mental fortitude necessary to defeat Devin Haney when they eventually meet inside the squared circle, so make sure to share your predictions and analysis in the comments section below.